Officially, Napoleon died of stomach cancer, but signs of arsenic poisoning, strange autopsy notes, and preserved hair samples suggest a darker ending. May 5th, 1821, Napoleon Bonaparte dies in exile on the island of St. Helena. His enemies call it the final end of an empire. But was it a quiet assassination? The British declared stomach cancer as the cause. Napoleon had symptoms: vomiting, pain, weight loss. His father also died of it. It all made sense, on paper. But history didn't close the book. Questions lingered. Too many details just didn't line up. And then someone tested his hair. In the 1960s, scientists examined locks of Napoleon's hair passed down through families. The results were shocking. They found extremely high levels of arsenic, more than 100 times the normal amount. A clear sign of slow, long-term poisoning. Arsenic mimics disease symptoms. It can take weeks or months to kill, making it a perfect weapon for a hidden execution. In Napoleon's day, no test could detect arsenic. Whoever did it, if anyone did, would have known that. It was invisible murder. There's more. Napoleon's autopsy was messy. Dr. Francois Antomarchi led it, but British doctors watched closely. They claimed to see stomach ulcers and cancer, but some observers reported no tumors. Others described the organs as normal. Strangely, Napoleon's body was in excellent shape when exhumed in 1840. That kind of preservation isn't normal. Experts say arsenic can slow decomposition. So, was his body preserved? Naturally? Or chemically? If Napoleon was poisoned, who did it? The suspect list is long and chilling. The British had the most control. He was their prisoner, and they had every reason to fear a comeback. French royalists also had motive. With Napoleon alive, the new monarchy lived under constant threat. Then there's Count de Montauban, a loyalist in public but possibly a traitor in private. He lived with Napoleon in exile. He had access to his wine, his meals, and his trust. And he inherited a fortune after Napoleon's death. Some say it was an accident. Arsenic was everywhere in the 1800s. In wallpaper, medicines, even cosmetics. Longwood House was moldy and damp. Toxic mold plus arsenic-laced wallpaper could have released deadly fumes. But that doesn't explain the conflicting autopsy stories, the silence, or why no one questioned anything at the time. The British had no interest in raising suspicion. Declaring a natural cause made things clean. Too clean. Even Napoleon himself suspected foul play. Near the end, he reportedly told his physician, "I die before my time," murdered by the English oligarchy. Could that have been paranoia? Possibly. But history has shown his instincts were rarely wrong. Hair samples taken at different times, years before his death, all showed elevated arsenic levels. This wasn't a one-time dose. It was a pattern. Consistent, lethal. As if someone was slowly turning the dial on his life, day by day. And yet, the world accepted the official story. No questions, no justice. Just a quiet burial. And a closed chapter. But some chapters don't stay closed, especially when the evidence starts whispering again. Napoleon shaped nations, conquered empires, and crowned himself. He was never an easy man to contain, so maybe the only way to stop him was to kill him without a war, one drop at a time. History may call it stomach cancer, but the symptoms, the arsenic, and the silence speak louder now. Napoleon's last battle may not have been fought with armies. It may have been fought inside his own body. And if that's true, the greatest general in history may have been taken out, not by war, but by a spoonful of poison. Think history always tells the truth? Think again. Subscribe for more stories that peel back the lies we've been taught.